And from here, we take you live across to Hyderabad House, where Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Al Nahyan has arrived to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold discussions on a wide range of issues. Here we have both the leaders at Hyderabad House. Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi is in India on an official visit. This is the first visit of Abu Dhabi Sheikh Khaled bin Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan as the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. The Abu Dhabi Sheikh was received by Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal yesterday in the evening, and he was accorded a ceremonial welcome. As we told you, this is the first visit to India as the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi is welcoming his guest at the Hyderabad House, and both the sides will hold bilateral discussions on a wide range of areas of cooperation between the two countries. The Crown Prince later in the day is also scheduled to call on President Draupadi Murmu and visit Rajghat to pay tributes to Mahatma Gandhi. This is indeed a significant visit for both the countries. The areas of discussion could be energy, connectivity, and also the tensions in West Asia could be taken up. All right, so those were the visuals we're getting for you from Hyderabad House, wherein the bilateral relations will be discussed between Abu Dhabi and India. Here we have Prime Minister Narendra Modi welcoming his guest, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, to Hyderabad House, and the smiles, the camaraderie say it all, how the relationship between India and the UAE has evolved over the years. And also our correspondent Jessica Taneja is there with us to get us more. Jessica, the bilateral talks will begin in a short while from now at Hyderabad House. Even as we see both the leaders are there. Get us more as to what all is on the table when the two leaders talk today.
That's correct. The Crown Prince has arrived in New Delhi yesterday and met with the Prime Minister, as you can see on your screens, at Hyderabad House here in New Delhi, and delegation level talks, of course, will go on for about an hour or more. Then he will be reaching Rajghat, where he will pay homage to Mahatma Gandhi, and after that he'll call on the President Draupadi Murmu as well. A busy day today for the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi in New Delhi, but we can expect the outcomes later in the evening. After that, the Crown Prince is also scheduled to travel to Mumbai for business summit and a meeting with all the leaders in Mumbai. He's traveling with his Council of Ministers who are going to make some crucial decisions, and we'll hope that there will be more stock taking on the current initiatives that have been undertaken by the two countries in the last 9 or 10 years or so.
All right, Jessica, now it was in August 2015 when the Prime Minister visited the UAE, and the relationship between the two countries was enhanced to comprehensive strategic partnership. What is the scope in the relationship to be further enhanced as the two leaders talk today? Help us understand the specific areas of interest for both the countries.
Well, in 2022, the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement is something that the leaders of the two countries had been able to put forth, and that has given momentum to the economic relationship between the two countries. And if you see the bilateral trade, which now stands at $85 billion, which was recorded in the last financial year, and that gives us an idea that UAE is the third largest trading partner of India, apart from United States and China. So it does remain an important ally, so to say, in the Gulf. Looking at the relationship moving forward, especially the economic relationship, you would have noted when the Prime Minister had met with the Crown Prince in Abu Dhabi in February, which was the Prime Minister's last visit before the elections took place in India in the previous term. There was an inauguration of Hindu temple as well, the Babs Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi, one of its kind, and also the IIT Delhi campus now in Abu Dhabi is operational, which was something that the two countries had exchanged views on and were working together for many years. So of course, and UAE is an important partner for the India-Middle East Europe economic corridor. So certainly, United Arab Emirates, apart from the energy trade, it's in infrastructure development, and of course the investments we've seen from the UAE in the last many years has certainly benefited both the nations. And let's not also forget the payment gateway systems, and also the two countries, the two countries' banks now formalizing the use of rupee and dirham has certainly given momentum to the relationship, made business easy, and especially investment.
All right, Jessica, even as we speak, we show our viewers these visuals from Hyderabad House. Inside of the Hyderabad House, where both the leaders will be holding bilateral discussions in a short while from now. Here we have Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Al Nahyan. Both the sides will be holding bilateral discussions. The Crown Prince arrived yesterday in the evening, and he was accorded a ceremonial welcome. We also have our correspondent Jessica Taneja with us, telling us about how the two countries have grown together and how the relationship has prospered between the two nations. Jessica, now even as we speak, we see on our screens both the leaders are there, and very evident of the growth in the relationship is the camaraderie between the two leaders. The smiles, the handshake, the hug between the two leaders says it all. Get us more as to the relationship. We know how it has grown, but then you've talked of the areas of interest for both the countries. The tensions in West Asia could also be taken up. Is that so? Jessica, are you there with us?
I'm sorry, Preeti, you'll have to repeat that. I couldn't hear you very well.
Yes, even as I speak, we are showing our viewers the visuals of both the leaders in Hyderabad House, and also the camaraderie between the two leaders, the smiles, the handshake, the hug, talks, a lot about how the relationship has prospered between the two countries. Help us understand more on the issues that are to be taken up today. We believe the tensions in West Asia, could that also be taken up?
Well, yes, that certainly could center the discussions, but we don't know exactly what will be discussed when it comes to the crisis in West Asia. We've seen what has been happening the last 10, 11 months. Things have flared up, and of course reaching a proper peace deal has certainly become a little difficult at this point, with all the sides mediating. So of course that could come up in the discussion, but how dominant, we can't say. But yes, definitely would come up for discussions, because the crisis continues, and of course at the same time trade does get hampered. But also important to point out, the relationship between the two countries has grown in many areas, even people-to-people ties. You recall, there are more than 3 million Indians right now living in the UAE, and that is a significant number. The kind of remittances sent back home also contributes significantly to the Indian economy, and with the investments we've seen in the last many years, UAE is the 4th largest investor in terms of foreign direct investment. So of course a crucial partner in not just one sector, but many sectors of collaboration. Now one will have to wait and see as to which other areas are the two looking at. Currently, within the framework of the Free Trade Agreement, or CEPA, or the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement that was signed in 2022. A lot of momentum was given to that. It's been 2 years, so of course stock taking of that, and under that, as you'd recall, 80% of the goods traded between the two countries would not have tariffs. That of course certainly made the relationship even more crucial and more important. So the visit of course comes at a time when the two have seen exchanges in the past as well. The Prime Minister has visited UAE several times, but this visit by the Crown Prince is certainly significant, especially when it comes to giving momentum and also looking at certain areas of the defense ties. But we don't know certainly as to what comes out of that. We'll wait for the readout in the evening, Preeti.
All right, Jessica, we'll leave it here. Thank you so much for joining in with those details. So that was our correspondent Jessica Taneja helping us understand what all could be taken up when the two leaders hold bilateral discussions. Both the leaders are at Hyderabad House, and the bilateral discussions between the two sides will begin in a short while from now. For our viewers who've just joined in, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Khaled bin Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, is in India on an official visit, and he was received by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Hyderabad House just a while back, and both the leaders will be holding bilateral talks in a short while from now. So that's it at present. Let's continue with the rest of the bulletin.